we've got to spend another minute on Joy Reid. It's a TikTok situation until her ass is fired. It's just, there's no way MSNBC, which is in a full meltdown now about how bad their losses were, there's no way they can keep this woman. I realize they're in the same problem that the Democrat Party is. Like, they have a base that they need to keep. But she and her little friend, Ellie Mistal, are truly the most racist people on television.
Hey guys, so today I finally did something I've been meaning to do for a while.
Yes, welcome back. Joy Reid did something today and thinking it's a good idea. A lot of people don't even care. She went ahead to delete her ex account and sent out a ridiculous videos. Like you've seen at the beginning of this clip, Megyn Kelly put her on a blast, even called for MSNBC to fire her. You understand that their ratings are like this. When I look at the whole situation, how she is full of BS, it is insane to see a woman coming out to say this. It is important. I show you what she did recently. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm. If you share the video out.
So in other words, reparations for white people. Hey guys, so today I finally did something I've been meaning to do for a while. And the reason for doing it, and kissing goodbye my 1.9 million followers over there, is because I hadn't been posting for a long time. I just didn't want to contribute content once it was purchased by its present owner. But just having it there, I was only holding on to it because I, really didn't want someone trying to take over that name and using it for nefarious purposes. I was a little bit worried about that. And also every so often I would use it to just sort of look at news that was trending and what's happening. And I would just sort of use it as an aggregator. But I just realized that that's not really worth it, because in order to do the news aggregation and just look at all, you have to wade through a lot of dreck and a lot of just abuse and a lot of just negativity. And it's just not worth it. And, I think that we sort of prioritize this, this idea of follower count and these, it's become a modern kind of, testament to your worth. And it really isn't, it's just about the quality of the interactions that you have and the communication that you have and what you can provide, the content that you feel like you can provide that's helpful. So one of the things that I really want to lean into on this app and on, the apps that I'm still on is what can I do to try to inform people about kind of the way that the system works, the way that the civics of the system works, because there's a lot that's going to happen in government over the next year that's going to be kind of terrifying, I think, to a lot of people. And I feel like the value that I can add is to say, look, here's how the system works. Here's how this governmental process works. And here's what you're facing and how to break that down. For those of you who are not necessarily cable news watchers, so that you just understand what's happening, because kind of what is happening, I think, is going to shock a lot of people who either didn't vote for this at all because they voted for Vice President Harris to be president, or did vote for it not realizing what they were actually getting, what they actually bought. Because what you actually purchased if you voted for the person who's about to be president is probably not at all what you were expecting. And so there's a lot that's going to happen. And a lot of things that just don't even sort of sit right or seem possible in America. And so I think that's the kind of value that I can add. And it isn't even about personalities or party. It's really about what is happening, what you're seeing, and how that affects you. So hopefully that'll be helpful. And I appreciate you guys. And you know what? I feel a weight lifted off of my shoulders and my soul, not being on, just not even having the app anymore. It's just deleted out of my phone, and it feels so good. Anyway, guys, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and goodbye.
Oh, there is no freaking way. The Trump effect is actually crazy.
Hi, everyone. I have loved connecting with all of you on Twitter and then on X for all of these years. But it's time for me to leave the platform. I once believed that it was...
Who can tell this lady that nobody cares? People don't care to watch her show on MSNBC, talking of Twitter. I didn't even know her handle on X. Her coming here to say, oh, I've just deleted Twitter, it is insane. I want to know the impact Jory is putting out because for a very long time, I have never seen her post. All the informations they are putting out there as news, they take from eggs. So her putting this or deleting the pretending like she doesn't want to be seeing what is going on, then using a different account to see spy, to see news, to report, it is insane. A lot of these people doing this, they have secret account where they use that to get news. When I see her putting this out, thinking it's some kind of achievement or what exactly, I don't get. The same thing happened to Don Lemon. I don't know if you've seen that. Take a look at this video.
Hi, everyone. I have loved connecting with all of you on Twitter and then on X for all of these years, but it's time for me to leave the platform. I once believed that it was a place for honest debate and discussion, transparency and free speech, but I now feel it does not serve that purpose. In addition, starting this Friday, November 15th, X is implementing new terms of service, which among other things states that, quote, all disputes be brought exclusively in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas or state courts located in Tarrant County, Texas, end quote. The full terms of service can be found on my written statement or on the X website. Now, as the Washington Post recently reported on X's decision to change the terms, this, quote, ensures that such lawsuits will be heard in courthouses that are a hub for conservatives, which experts say could make it easier for X to shield itself from litigation and punish critics. I think that speaks for itself. You can find me on YouTube at The Don Lemon Show, or on TikTok and Facebook at Don Lemon, and on Instagram and Blue Sky at Don Lemon Official. I hope you will join me there. Thanks.
Don Lemon thought this is a good idea. He's actually the most boring gay person I have seen. When I look through her Twitter feed, nobody is even engaging. Now starting a YouTube channel and other platforms, when you look through his YouTube channel, you can clearly see that the guy is not getting it. Now struggling to leave X for reasons I don't get. This guy struggled to sue Elon Musk after Elon Musk rejected to sign a contract with him. After a boring interview, he went ahead to sue Elon Musk. They made it clear, if you want to sue me, it will be in Texas. It is the same thing with YouTube he's talking about. If you want to sue YouTube, you have to go to California. So you can understand exactly. All these platforms have places where they make sure you can do that. He only quoted X. If he has a problem with YouTube, he should also quote that. He should not only focus on Twitter because Elon Musk is there. But nobody still care about Don Lemon. Him coming out to do this, to me, is still ridiculous. What effect has Don Lemon brought to X? All these crazy people saying, I'm leaving X. We don't care. If you leave, X will still continue. It will still be a place where we get information.
I mean, do we really care?
There's one theory that a lot of people seem to be coalescing around.
They were too woke, insisting that people use the term Latinx.
You have to say they. No, you have to do this.
Stop with the virtue signaling.
Step away from woke.
Focus less on who is woke and more on who is broke.
When she was running for, I remember writing her a check when she was like the district attorney for something. Maybe it was to get out of a parking ticket or something. But to meet this black woman president.
What a joke. So she didn't take personal payment, she claimed.
I want you to know what would change after doing this.
Comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off.
That guy.
I didn't mention that guy's name. He's such an absolute prick. I can't stand him. But anyway.
Hey there. How are you doing? If you watch this show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants.
What will the rest of us be doing on day one? Now's the time to stand in solidarity with our friends, with our neighbors.
Well,
Bishop Vigano, he says that
dollars for Beyonce.
Not free.
You're very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election.